Alright, let's hope that works. Hello everyone. Yes, I am holding this mic like a TikToker, but I'm still vacationing at my parents' house in the east of France. Yes, I'm a family boy, what do you want me to say? But yeah, even in this remote location, I still wanted to talk to you about a little bit of a thing today. So recently, a YouTube channel that I absolutely love, WebDevCody, got out this amazing video, how to get ahead of 99% of developers. And while watching it, with my gigantic ego, I thought to myself like, yeah, let's just see maybe the one thing I'm not doing. Right? That's not true. Imposter syndrome, it's here, you can feel it, you can believe it, yeah. But no, like, why watching it? I think one of the first points, if not the first point, was read the docs. And this reminded me of an article that is right there that I read a very long time ago. And I thought about it for a second, and I realized that even this being the very first point, I don't really do that. So yeah, this video is just like essentially exposing how bad of a developer I am. But yeah, just like most of the people in this industry of my age, or like around my age group, I would say, I come from what people call the YouTube university, where when I want to learn something, my first instinct is to go on YouTube and find a tutorial about it. This can be about cooking, music, video editing, and whatever. And even in a professional statement, let's say I have to implement a particular feature that uses this or that library, my first instinct is to go on YouTube and type how to blank. You would like to put a Strappy API on AWS? YouTube. Start a MongoDB project? YouTube. And so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure you get the idea. And obviously I still do use the docs. Like for example, I don't know, like a particular API endpoint that I don't know how to use. I will go to the doc for that. And I always was in this pattern of like, I would like to use a new technology, YouTube it, watch a few basics, and then documentation as I need it. And recently, I was faced with a particularly big problem on a project that uses Redux. And for those who don't know about this is just like web dev stuff. Redux is notoriously known to have a lot of code, to not do a lot of things, whatever. I had to use this. And I had my few basics of the thing, right? And so just after like a few YouTube videos reminding me like, oh yeah, this is how you do this, you do that, this is where that goes, whatever. I just jumped straight ahead into the code, into a feature that was way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. And this took me 2 months to do, and it was way more difficult than it was supposed to be. And so I was very frustrated, restarted this project around like 4 or 5 times, trying to ask around every single round, trying to understand what was wrong. Every time there was a new piece of information that I didn't have in the past, and so on and so forth. Just based on my blind pseudo knowledge that I had, just because I understood what that was supposed to do. And to come back on this article right there that will be stated in the description is something I think every single developer should read, because by the end of this, I had like a little bit of an epiphany. Epiphany. Sounds like a good word to me. And by the end of it, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go to Redux, even though I know what it is. I'm gonna wake up a little bit earlier and read through everything. And Redux is notoriously big. Yeah, Redux is a big library. And I was like, you know what? Even though it's gonna take some time, you just sit down and you read through it. Took me 2 days, but by the end of it, turns out I had all of the answers to my actual first problem. And that was like such a big revelation. Because like really, who would like to get through a get started thingy where you heard 1,000 times what Redux is about? Installation, you obviously know how to use NPM. Example code, yes, I know this, that, whatever. But like going through it, following the actual steps line by line and thinking to yourself, the dudes who actually created this wrote an article for developers for them to understand as fast as possible what this is about with actual jargon that the guys know how to use. And yeah, it should just make sense that this is start with the documentation. But yeah, all of that to say, read your docs. And this is something I wish I did earlier. I remember when I started developing, the thing that interested me the most was 3D technologies, like 3JS, for example. And I didn't know shit about coding. Don't talk to me about functions, about immutability, this, that, whatever. I didn't know shit. And I jumped straight into it watching some YouTube tutorials, not knowing what I was doing, like in JavaScript, like let, yeah, what is that? I don't care. Just show me the WebGL stuff. And just like went head deep into it, not knowing what I didn't know, not knowing what I was supposed to know, and just being driven by the end product, not the actual technology itself. And so I just said that word, immutability. When going through Redux, I hope I will be able to find it. Just a sec. Oh yeah, there you go. While going through the documentation, this is just an example for the point I'm about to make. This talked a little bit about immutability, which is something, again, just like Redux when I started on this project, yeah, I kind of know what it is, right? Like in JavaScript, you have the difference between references and objects on that. Like I had a vague idea. And while reading through this, there was this little bit of of a thing right there. For more info about how immutability works in JavaScript, just see, and then those two references. This doc right there that I also will put in the description is something I should have read years ago, like proper years ago. And this had nothing to do with Redux. This is just literally how variables are assigned to particular values in JavaScript with garbage collectors, pointers, and all of that. This is not something I should have known since the beginning because like in this article, they also say like, yeah, this is for a little bit more advanced programmers. But this, again, not part of Redux, taught me so much. In just a couple of lines, this is looking a little bit far, but like, I took my time to read this, and I literally feel that I was so late in the amount of things that I needed to know before becoming an actual programmer. And if this is happening to me now, after literal years of experience, learning insane things like that, reading for the very first time, documentation from start to finish, I wonder what else can I learn going to other things in the future. So there we go. I thought this was a little bit of an interesting topic for the beginning of the year. All of that to say, just like this document says, RTFM, read the friendly manual. So yeah, 2024, read more, well, those are my goals. Read more docs, take more time, understand that I don't know shit about what I think I know, and this should make me a better developer. And again, I really wish I was doing that earlier. There you go. That's it for me. Wishing you guys a wonderful 2024 season. Wishing you guys a wonderful 2024 year. Wishing you the best. Like, comment, subscribe. Give your opinion in the comments down below, because why not? We like the algorithm sometimes. And yeah, that's it. Bye-bye, everyone.